So I truly believe every person, every man, even woman, should start boxing or some sort of martial arts or fighting, whether it's Muay Thai or boxing, where it's physical, you're getting punched in the face. Do BJJ, sure, it might gain you like similar confidence, but I can only speak on fighting and how that's impacted my life. And the reason I say you should start fighting isn't because, the mental strength is more than that. There's so much that comes with fighting. Yes, you have the mental strength, you have the discipline, but it's outside of boxing how it changes you. You get new confidence and you see yourself as a different person. You're getting punched in the face, like confidence will go up. But I think the other thing is with fighting, it holds you accountable. And it holds you accountable because you have to go perform in sparring and you have to get punched in the face and punch them back. And if the days leading up to the sparring, you're eating unhealthy and you're not doing the right thing, you're going to get battered. And to be honest, that happened to me yesterday. Past few weeks, been smoking a bit of weed, eating pretty unhealthy. I've been doing the work, but those have just been the vices I've been stuck in, if I'm being perfectly honest. I've been just smoking a bit of weed and eating a bit unhealthy. And I feel it. Like, I feel the negative side of what I've been doing. Like, I don't feel great. Like, in fact, I feel pretty awful. I wake up feeling tons of negative thoughts. And it's all self-inflicted. Like, I have no one to blame except for myself. Like, it is what it is. And I have to rebuild from where I am. And it's not like I haven't been doing work. I'll be making progress in the business. But the negative feelings you have can make it feel like you're not. And I just think it's bad. But, yeah, so, yes, I had sparring. And, bro, I got beaten up, quite frankly. First couple rounds were good. And then once it got to that, like, fourth round, I was gassed out. Even the third round, I was gassed out. I was like, yo, I'm tired. I don't want to be here. Perfectly honest, I smoked a zoo before sparring. Like, that wasn't smart. You know what I mean? And I have a very addictive personality. So I just, like, once I get hooked on it, it's just like, I just kind of do it. Like, I just do it in the day at 12. It's not good, man. Okay, and that's just something I have to work on and break through, but I'm just being 100% transparent. But, when it comes to boxing and stuff, you do have to be outside of the gym disciplined, otherwise it will catch up to you. Like, if I'm going to be, like, the same way I was last week, this week, sparring's going to be no different. I'm going to get a busted nose again. Like, I didn't get beaten the shit out of. Like, it wasn't as bad as it sounds, but, like, it was enough for me to go, oh, yeah, like, the way I've been living is definitely the reason that my sparring was so bad. I was slow, I was sloppy, I wasn't sharp, I wasn't present. Yeah, I was landing some good shots, but I was just, like, delayed, man. And I think that's one of the best things about boxing is it holds you accountable for the things that you're doing. If you're outside the gym drinking and you're smoking and you're not going to the gym, there's someone in that gym who is doing all the right things. They're not smoking, they're not drinking, they are eating healthy. And once you spar them, even if they're not, like, been doing it as long as you, or they're younger, they're still gonna mess you up. Because if they're disciplined and they're focused, they're gonna overtake you. And the thing is, when you start boxing, I say boxing because that's what I do. When you start boxing, you really do start competing with a different level of person. Especially even with entrepreneurship, and any kind of competitive sports. Like, you're competing with animals, bro. You're competing with fucking people who wake up at 5, disciplined as hell, and they're not willing to break their discipline for some pleasure. You're competing with those people, and I really think it's even better to pursue boxing. Like, personally, I do entrepreneurship. I run an agency, currently getting that off the ground, and we're really trying to push forward on it. And I do believe we're going to get there very soon. I want to get that going. And it's like, I want to do boxing as well, man, because I can. Like, that's the lifestyle I really dream to live. I'm looking at a flat in Kidbrooke that eventually I want to buy, which is literally down the road from my boxing gym, so I can dedicate myself to that. Train 2 times a day. I did that, like, past few weeks, and I think that kind of caught up on me as well. Like, I wasn't eating right and I was training twice a day, so I think my energy levels were just kind of all over the place. And I think not eating right, like, even on my healthy days, I was only eating 2 meals. And it wasn't because I didn't want to eat, it's just, like, work. Like, I was just working and it was hard to fit those meals in. I'm not trying to eat at 4 o'clock when I got boxing at 6. But maybe I'm gonna have to start sacrificing it. I'm gonna have to find a way to fit in the meals because it's essential. You know, it's really essential that I do stretch and I do eat healthy and I get the right nutrition in me, because, you know, if I'm training twice a day, like, I'm putting my body through it. And I don't want to burn out. I don't want to have that, like, oh man, I'm feeling terrible feeling like I'm having now. I'm not burnt out, like, far from it, but, you know, I just don't want to have that kind of feeling. So yeah, eating healthy is definitely on my list of priorities to get done. I think there's a lot of things right now I just need to kind of fix in my life. It's funny because, like, I'm making a lot of progress in business and just in personal life, but there's always loads of vices that are kind of holding you back, that drag you back to your old self. And I often find, like, I get tempted to go to the vices when I'm doing good. You know, if I have a good week, I get tempted to go smoke weed because I'm like, oh, I feel good, like, let's go smoke a zoo, what's it gonna do? And then next thing you know, like, those 4 days you're smoking weed, you're back to where you was 2 weeks ago in terms of discipline, and it really does throw you off. So it's about that commitment that I'm lacking. I'm not fully committed to my goals. I'm not fully committed to becoming the person who can achieve them. And that's something I need to hold myself accountable for. And, you know, if I really want to get good at boxing, and you can kind of see my busted lip, like, it wasn't bad. He caught me with a good, like, shot to the nose and it just started leaking, bruv. But I easily get nosebleeds, so it didn't faze me. Like, I'm used to getting nosebleeds, but it was bloody, bro. Like, I had blood all over my face, but it's what it is. It's part of the game, and you can learn from it or you can quit. So that's it. So yeah, I truly believe everyone should start boxing, because it's just the thing, bro. Like, I speak to people and they say they got body dysmorphia about their gym physique and they want to get bigger and this and that. Like, yeah, sure, like, get big. I agree. Like, I was at that point one stage as well. Like, I was skinny and I wanted to get big, but I truly believe if you want confidence and you want true confidence, it's not found in lifting weights. I believe it's found in lifting weights and going to the boxing gym. Because I'm gonna be so real, bruv. If you're out here worried about your bicep size or your fucking how big your chest is, bro, like, what is it actually gonna do getting a bigger chest for you? Like, you're still gonna get beaten up. Like, honestly, that's how I think. I think, cool, I could be the biggest guy in the world, but if I can't fight, like, what is the point of this muscle? Like, cool, it looks intimidating, but if push comes to shove and I have to defend my girl or something, like, I'm gonna have to fight. I need to know how to fight. And I'd rather have the confidence subconsciously that I know how to fight and defend my girl than, you know, be thinking, oh yeah, I can bench 120 kg 5 times. Like, I just can't be asked. So yeah, I think if you have confidence issues or you want to get over, you know, your body dysmorphia, which I never really personally had, but, you know, I kind of had it. I wasn't that bad. But as soon as I started boxing, like, it just disappeared, bruv. Like, it truly just disappeared. Like, sure, I still look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I could have a bigger chest, blah, blah, blah. But I don't really, like, I go, oh, okay, and then I go on to the next thing, I'm like, whatever. I don't care. Because what I care about is how good my boxing is. How good am I at slipping a jab? How good am I at rolling? How good is my right? How good is my counters? How good is my left hook? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about how much I can bench. I don't really care. Yeah, I still lift weights, but, like, I genuinely do not care. I care more about boxing, and really the dream is to use the income I get from my business to hire a personal trainer, to hire some coaches, and really just optimize my life, because I'm 21 and I'm excited for the future, because I know I'm not going to give up. I know I'm not going to give up. God, I'm sneezing. So yeah, you know, and I think boxing as well just helps your overall confidence. It makes you realize you can achieve things, like you can do things. I think it just completes you. I think it completes you, and I like thinking in time horizons of like 4 or 5 years. Like, how good could I be in like 4 or 5 years of dedication, of training? Like, of course I want to travel on that. I do want to go like Dubai and I want to go all these places, but I have had these conversations with myself in length, and I'm like, I do just want to be able to train twice a day and put in the work and find fulfillment through that. And of course, perhaps when the opportunity comes, that's where every man's tested. I always think that when I'm speaking to like 16-year-olds and they tell me their dreams, they tell me their goals, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. They're your dreams right now. Let's see you get tested. Let's see when you go to university. Let's see when you get some pussy. Let's see how your mindset shifts. Can you stay focused? Are you actually truly saying what you're saying and you truly believe it, or you're gonna try some drugs and then you're clubbing all the time and now your goals don't really mean much to you. And I think that's really the test that everyone has to go through, is you have these big ambitions and at some point you're gonna be tested. Like I'm being tested right now. I'm being tested, can I stop the weed? Can I eat healthy? You know, that's truly my test. And that's something I need to overcome if I truly want to achieve my goals. And I need to find, I guess I need to find purpose in it, in stopping it, but I'm not too sure. Like I literally haven't even sat down and journal. I don't really journal anymore. You know, there's a lot of things I don't do that I know I should be doing, but I don't do it. Meditation, journaling, reading, praying. Like I'm not really doing much other than working and gym. Like that's all I really do. And I think I need to sit down on a regular basis and just analyze my mind, analyze who I am, analyze the actions I'm taking in my life, and really just overall analyze everything about me and figure myself out. I think it's the things you don't know that are harming you the most. So you need to figure out the things you don't know, because there's the more you know, the more you don't. So I think that's what I really need to do. That's kind of where I'm at in my personal journey. And I think peaks and troughs, man. I had a peak 2 weeks ago. I was on top of the world, dive boxing again, and then I became undisciplined. It happens, you know. I can't be angry. All I can do is acknowledge it and fix it. Like that's really the best probably route to take. I'm not too sure, to be honest. That's for me to solve. Yeah, like that's it. But I know I went on a bit of tangent there, but yeah, man.